So a lot of people, when they think of selling, they think of it as an exchange of goods or services for money. But how would you describe selling in layman's terms in the broadest sense?
In the broader sense, selling is helping others reach their goals or objectives by offering capabilities they don't currently have. You think you're offering a widget because they want a widget, but that widget is a noun. It doesn't do anything. The capability that widget gives you is what the buyer needs in order to reach their goals and objectives. They only need what you have to sell to help them improve, increase, or decrease something. And that's the first three words of any goal or objective. So selling is helping them reach their objectives. They're frustrated or challenged by something, and they need a capability that you offer in your product or service that'll help them overcome that challenge or issue and reach their goal or objective. So if you put all that together, it's offering a capability that helps them reach a goal or objective.
A lot of our listeners are not in roles where they're selling a product or a service. So they may, look at this and say, I'm not selling anything. I'm running this group for, let's say, women or for Latinx men or for veterans, but I really don't need to sell to do that. But I think you would beg to differ.
Of course I would, as you anticipated. Put it in terms of something I learned relatively recently. About 2 or 3 years ago, I read a book called The Challenger Sale. The Challenger Sale is a book about how to be an excellent salesperson. It's not a foundational book. But one thing that you can grab from this Challenger Selling book is to be successful in persuasion, which is really what your ERG group leaders are doing, is they're persuading someone to join their group. You need to have a choreography that you follow. And as they found, the best choreography is something that great salespeople do intuitively. They follow a choreography of warming up to the person they're talking to, offering an insight that they hadn't thought of before, drilling down on data, telling a story that grabs them emotionally to want them to be like the person in that story, and then describing a way forward, a process, if you will, to be successful as the story has unfolded. So when you say some of my people here on this live stream or listening to this podcast aren't in sales, look, we're all in sales because we're all in persuasion.
So I want you to go back to that choreography model, break down a little bit about how you prepare each piece of that. So how do you determine what you're going to do at every one of those steps where you are basically helping that person to connect with, in this case, the resource group that's going to supply them with something that they need in their career and in their life?
So if we break that down, I'm about to meet with someone. How can I warm up to them? How can I show that I understand where they are? So there's a bit of persona matching, right? So who is this persona I'm about to talk to? What do they fit in the groups of personas that I'm likely to meet? What are they trying to accomplish? Remember, we define sales as that helping others reach goal or objectives. I should understand what their goals or objectives are, or anticipate what is highly likely to be their goal or objective before I come to them. So the homework is, Joe, you're a blank. I'm guessing you want to increase, improve, or decrease X. Yeah, I really do. What we find is a lot of people are frustrated or struggle with the following. Yeah, that's me. What they haven't thought of is, so all these things that I'm going through with you right now are things you can prepare for before you get into the conversation.
Yeah, a lot of that preparation is really knowing the other person. It's really getting to know who is it that you are approaching and what needs or wants can you fill.